Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Jai Shri Krishna Ramesh. Good morning, Zaidji. Keep the charts clean. जो भी doubt से पूछ लो. We'll start the streaming in 2 minutes. नहीं नहीं अरुंधति मैम सेम ट्रेड ये वाला ही चल रहा है अभी ये वाला क्लोज हो गया था आईडी का ये वाला चल M2 के साथ So what are the major things in today's scenario you guys have to look at? Let's start with the allocations. First major thing that you guys have to follow is volume. What is volume indicating? Volume at the current range after yesterday's drop, it's in the iceberg zone. Means the market is going to continue the trend movement, right? So with this, be very careful. एक candle 200 pips की बन रही है, right? So if the capital is not big, trade with the smaller lot size. First thing. Second thing, iceberg zone में है, trend in continuity. Do we have any iceberg zones in the range? No. Do we have any intact level pending? No. Each and every intact level is getting completed. With that, the continuation in the movement is being allotted. First allocation point 4130 target ka. So why 4130? We have an intact level. With intact level, what is market indicating? Market will indicate a drop with the drop in 15 minutes continuity in the ID trade. Why? Because the pending in the intact levels is still yet not completed. अगर वो complete होता है, then we can see a drop. अगर ये zone of action जो देख रहे हो, this is exactly daily time frames demand 200%. If I showcase you, the reason of giving trade yesterday towards the long was that only. In 1 hour, just remove it. 1 second. Right, the rejection first intact level. अगर market bearish trend में continue होना है तो ये intact touch करना ही पड़ेगा 4219 का. Right, reason of allocation demand 1 होने के बाद retracement. ये वाला क्यों demand ले रहे हैं? क्योंकि हमारे पास retracement भी नहीं है करके अगर आप सोच रहे हो, then first come first serve का allocation ये होगा, correct? So when the first come first serve का allocation जब point high wick range से allot होता है, what do we notice? 100% break and continue. With 100% break and continue, market took a rejection of 150, right? So 150 से यहाँ पे rejection दिखने को मिली. जैसे ही वो rejection allot हुआ, what is the next moment? Market continued the movement but didn't surpass the retracement point. जब retracement point surpass नहीं होता है, that's when this demand comes into the play, right? With that, allocation point 1, break and continue. With the break and continue, 200% rejection, right? So in this formation, what is the two major things that you have to see for? इसके साथ 4 hours भी exactly हमारा 200% rejection point पे था. With that, continuity is on the forward, right? अगर मार्केट रिवर्स इसी पॉइंट ऑफ एक्शन से होता है, मतलब इट्स ट्रैपिंग ईच एंड एवरी पर्सन इन एंटायर सिनेरियो, सो वो होना नहीं चाहिए. दिस इज फॉर द स्विंग. सो अब आते हैं आईडी के लिए. So in ID, what is the one major propaganda that you will be following? Each and every minimality, each and every intact levels will be taken under the consideration to the formation of the new allotments, right? Allotments will be with the setup of S2B1, उसके साथ ही trade of execution. Levels follow करना ही करना पड़ेगा, उसके साथ ही बने रह सकते हो. अगर बीच बीच में एंट्री करोगे, fluctuation in each and every candle is very high. The volatility in the candle wise is high, not as per the market, right? So in that perspective, you have to be very careful. Okay. So with this, what are the next things that you have to focus? एक second दे दो यार. Good morning, Eman. Good morning, Ritesh. Good morning, Suresh ji. Good morning, Shrikant. Good morning, everyone. एक सेकंड वो लेवल्स आ जाने दो उसके साथ we'll do it. 3000 ड्राइंग्स है तो थोड़ा टाइम ले रहा. Okay, so levels आ गए. So how did we look for this allocation? हम long के तरफ क्यों थे first place, right? So for that you have to understand the level allocation points. Level allocation points क्यों बहुत जरूरी है? क्योंकि जब भी एक point of movement develop होता है, उसी point of movement के साथ continuity in the movement आती है market, right? So यहाँ तक तो आप लोगों को टेलीग्राम पे मिल गया था तो आप ट्रेड ऑफ एग्जीक्यूशन देखे थे, बट इस पॉइंट ऑफ एक्शन से ड्रॉप भी था विद S2B1. हाउ डू यू लुक फॉर दैट ड्रॉप? सो एज फर्स्ट कम फर्स्ट सर्व अलोकेशन जब आप लेते हो, सो दिस इज द मोमेंट. फर्स्ट 100% ब्रेक एंड कंटिन्यू. विद द ब्रेक एंड कंटिन्यू 200% भी ब्रेक एंड कंटिन्यू हुआ था, करेक्ट? सो उसके साथ व्हाट आर द नेक्स्ट मेजर थिंग्स दैट यू विल बी फॉलोइंग? By not getting into the trap, this will be your swing low, swing high retracement point. You will get exactly the rejection from the golden ratio जो कि कल के दिन में हुआ. उसके बाद ये मूवमेंट भी ब्रेक हो गया, यहाँ पे अलोकेशन भी नहीं है, तब क्या करोगे? सेकंड सर्विंग लोगे. So where is the second serving? This will be your second serving which will be played. थोड़ा छोटा हो गया, but that's fine. Right? One, break and continue. Two. Right? So with this plan of action, the market continued the movement. फर्स्ट कम फर्स्ट सर्व के हिसाब से फिर से रिट्रेसमेंट कौन सा आएगा? जो टॉप मोमेंट अलोकेशन है, राइट? सो इन द टॉप मोमेंट अलोकेशन व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट मार्केट टेंड टू डू? हंट you out, right? Exact rejection perspective, right? Formation, sorry, फॉर्मेशन ड्रॉप फ्रॉम द 100%. जैसे ही मार्केट में ड्रॉप डेवलप होते हुए दिखी, there was an intact. Definitely market tried to create a pattern over here to make all the retailers sit towards the short, because अगर आप 5 मिनट में जाके देखते हो, that is an M pattern, right? So in this formation everyone could have looked for a short, but market came, played an intact role. With the intact role market continued the movement. Definitely इस point of action में entry नहीं थी, entry आके यहाँ पे थी, right? Why that was the entry point which we'll be working on? Because जैसे ही on the break of this red candle, what is the first thing that you will be doing? Allotting the moment. You allotted the moment. ब्रेक एंड कंटिन्यू एस टू बी वन सेटअप फॉर्मेशन, एस टू बी वन के साथ होल्डिंग, 100% से रिजेक्शन लिया. जब 100% से रिजेक्शन लिया तो कन्वर्जन कैसे लोगे, right? So we have to look for a conversion point. So conversion will be taken through the previous allocation and remark it, right? 100% break and continue. जैसे ही 100% break and continue develop हुई, the new supply will get allotted. With the new supply allotment, what did we notice? We notice a M2 formation because closure above 50% of the supply, right? Whenever there is a closure above 50% of the supply, market will tend to move till 200, right? So with this formation, market ने 150 से rejection लिया है. क्यों? Why it took a rejection at first place? Because LG point and liquidity grab point. Sorry, liquidity grab point and intact levels. With this two, the market has continued the movement. And ये वाला minimality M1 क्यों आया? First come first serve के हिसाब से ये वाला लोगे allocation, right? In this allocation, you get the mapping of the high point range. When the high point range gets into the play, the new demand comes into the point. When the new demand had played a role over here, what will you be doing? You will be mapping the demand structure. What do we notice? 50% above rejection, then the moment is doubled. That is minimality M1 200%. And in this point of action, did the market continue the drop? No. Sustained liquidity grab candle created. Market moved out. Again a liquidity position allocation हुआ था. उसके साथ फिर से ट्रैप हुए. Then the S2B1 formation happened at this point. And this candle. Right? So with that, currently first trade of execution is currently running with nice 200 pips. So what you have to do at this current point is जो trades execute नहीं हुए हैं वो वेट करोगे, सेटअप फॉर्म होने के बाद ही ट्रेड ऑफ एग्जीक्यूशन देखोगे. एनी डाउट्स इन गोल्ड गाइस? एंड अगर उतना ही कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है, लेट्स डू वन मोर पार्ट कि ये डिमांड कहाँ तक आएगा. सो दिस इज द डिमांड कैंडल, फर्स्ट कम फर्स्ट सर्व का अलोकेशन. ओके, कूल. गुड मॉर्निंग वरुण. मार्केट ने दिवाली खुद मनाई. Good morning, Arya. So, what tell the conversion from demand to supply, supply to demand? See, whenever there is a change of character, that's when the conversion happens in the play, right? So, in the scenario, if you notice this downfall on the yesterday's, we were waiting in the live trade, means live stream, let it come till this point, then only we look for the short. So, in this point of action, how will you look for a conversion? Right? So this is the conversion moment. Conversion is taken in perspective of demand converted into supply in this case, right? Do we have a conversion point? Yes, we do, because it had created a wick and then continued the movement. Then this will be the demand candle. What will play? Demand will be always conversion, demand or supply will be always taken only in the red movement. Don't capture the wick of the green movement as well, right? What do we notice? 100% up 150, right? Execution and this point after conversion. Same scenario in this case as well. The conversion was taken in appropriate from supply converted into demand? No. because still the market is in the bearish trend. So in this case, what we had done is on the conversion of this point, this supply will act as your current demand. So in this case, this is the range, right? Supply converted into demand. Okay, Suresh ji, इतना छोटा छोटा कैंडल भी 100 पिप्स की बन रही है, तो मैं क्या करूं? नहीं नहीं स्मिता मैम, वेट करो, आराम से बैठो। लास्ट ईयर का रिपीट टेलीकास्ट देखने को मिलेगा। मीन्स चेंज इन डायरेक्शन है। समझ, हैप्पी दिवाली। कितने करोड़ छाप लिए समझ? लास्ट 4 दिन में। होप एवरीवन्स दिवाली वेंट वेल, राइट? रितेश का एक डाउट था, कल मेरे को एक मैसेज आया था। एक सेकंड रुको, वर्षा कैन यू फॉरवर्ड दैट मैसेज अगेन, आई मिस्ड आउट। नहीं सर, अभी बाहर हूँ। ओके। हाँ, सरप्लस का ना। So always remember, Ritesh, if the movement is in formation of a minimality 200%, and if it is giving a break above 200% of M2, right? At this point of action, always the surplus is taken of 100% only, not 200% or 150%. If there is a minimality created in M1 formation, then yes, definitely minimality surplus will be taken under the consideration. But in M2 scenario, 200% rejection point, what is the one major thing that you have to be focusing on? The focus should be only the 100% of the surplus supply. Just for an example, यहाँ पे देखा था वो, this point, right? Right? So in this point of action, surplus is taken in protege of just 100% because POI range है, break ऊपर हुआ है तो movement नीचे के लिए होगा, simple reason, right? And 200% minimality थी, तो I can't directly go for surplus minimality M1 again, right? If this, in case of this scenario, it was M1 minimality, then I could have taken in allocation of allotting 150% of minimality surplus, not prior to that. Okay. Hope your question is answered. Sir, last Friday का moment explain कर दो, withdrawing का stage किया था ना last Friday 17 तो क्या streaming नहीं हुई, right? So in this perspective, how do you look for an allocation? Allocation is always taken under the protege of the previous point. प्रीवियस पॉइंट ऑफ एक्शन के साथ अगर अलोकेशन के साथ चलोगे, फर्स्ट थिंग क्या नोटिस कर रहे हो? गैप अप ओपनिंग। जब जब गैप अप ओपनिंग होगा, मार्केट डेफिनेटली हंड डाउन करेगा। कहाँ तक हंड डाउन करेगा? टू द नियरेस्ट इंटैक्ट लेवल एंड अ लिक्विडिटी ग्रैप पॉइंट। लिक्विडिटी ग्रैप पॉइंट, इंटैक्ट लेवल 1, इंटैक्ट लेवल 2, दोनों हंट हुए। एंड हाउ डू यू लुक फॉर एन अलोकेशन इन दिस पर्सपेक्टिव? लेट्स कम टू 1 hour. राइट, क्योंकि 15 मिनट्स में उस टाइम पे अलोकेशन नहीं था जब मार्केट क्रिएट हो रहा था लाइव में। Right? So in this proportionate, what is the first action plan that you will be working with the gap up opening the supply? So this is the first supply of 1 hour what we had got. क्योंकि ये मूवमेंट आप कैप्चर कर ही नहीं पाओगे क्योंकि आप सो रहे होगे 2 बजे रात में, राइट? सो 1 hour allocation movement, what do we see? Break and continue, gap up opening, कहाँ तक मूवमेंट जाएगा? 150, right? 150 से market rejection लिया, right? Even this moment, if you are a early bird, then you could have captured it, or else even this is no, right? इसके साथ हमें क्या देखना है? Now we'll come to 15 minutes again. In this 15 minutes, 1 hour का major allocation हो गया, 150% की सप्लाई मिली, 150% की सप्लाई के साथ ड्रॉबैक, फर्स्ट कम फर्स्ट सर्व में क्या अलॉट करोगे? ये पॉइंट ऑफ एक्शन ना, उसका 200% कंप्लीट हुआ, then comes the second serving. When the second serving comes into the play, what do? You take a point of action 1, allot it from the top, with the top minimality M1 formation, M1 formation के साथ 200%, right? So 200% भी break and continue हो गया, तो now third serving हमारे पास बहुत छोटा है, correct? Then we'll come to 1 hour. In 1 hour third serving, what is the one major thing that you guys have to follow? Allocating a revive point. Revive point, serving 1, serving 2 acts as the same. Then where is the next serving? Playing from this point, right? So this will act as your next supply converted into demand. 1, 2. Sorry, my bad. पूरा नहीं लिया है. 1, 2. राइट? सो इस डिमांड कन्वर्जन के बाद ये मूवमेंट जो डेवलप हुआ था, दैट मूवमेंट डेवलपमेंट वाज थ्रू 15 मिनट्स अगेन फॉर द सेटअप फंड. तो सेटअप फंड मतलब जब भी जितने भी लोग नीचे की तरफ बैठ रहे होते हैं, उनको फोमो कैंडल्स में एग्जीक्यूट करने में मजा आता है, right? In that profession, what do the market do? Market always try to hunt them off. In this, what you have to do? Follow 1 hour supply. ये भी levels हमने share किया था. With this point, what does the market follow? Market follow a tangent rule of action plan. Serving 1 लिए, serving 2 लिए, दोनों completion and continue. Then comes 1 hour. 1 hour का जो play of action है वो कहाँ पे है? ये वाला है ना? 15 minutes allocation 1, right? जो कि correct mapping हुआ, break and continue, right? With break and continue, अगर ये ही map करोगे आप, तो you won't get 150% rejection, right? उसके लिए 1 hour का ही फिर से री लेवल्स allocate करके चलना होता है आपको, जो कि सेम लेवल ऑफ एक्शन पे यहाँ पे डेवलपमेंट दिखी है. So 150% rejection, 150% rejection का allocation के साथ continuity in the draw. Okay, Ramesh? And वहां से it's very easy. Demand, redemand allotted, minimality formed, 200% target hit, right? Structure imbalance. With the structure imbalance, what did we notice? Volume is in iceberg zone. This week doesn't play a major role. Market will continue the drop. As simple as that. Happy Diwali, Anurag. Good morning. Allot करना है तो allot भी कर दूंगा. Right? First allocation, first come first serve का ये movement है. Right? So with that, Rotaja is the second movement. M1 formation. M1 formation होने के बाद 200% target, 150 rejection. Market reject हुआ, no doubt, but volume increase हुई इस point of action में नहीं. It was still in the iceberg zone. When the market is in the iceberg zone, market will tend to hunt down nearest intact level. This was the nearest intact level point. वहां से ही फिर से S2B1 setup के साथ continuity in the move. Okay. Anyone has any doubts? Please do ask. Stream will be there for next 15 minutes. BTC क्या करोगे BTC में? कल जो लेवल डाला था वही लेवल को फॉलो करके चलना है. सिंपल. जब तक 1 आवर में त्रिशूल फॉर्म नहीं होगा तब तक नो सेकंड अलोकेशन. Sir, one question. 22nd October 1 a.m. also formed the minimality, but you didn't look for 150% or 200%. That 22nd October rejection, because of volume, we didn't look for a 150 or 200%. There was a high spike in the previous segment. With the previous segment, the movement continued to the surplus 100. So with the surplus 100, we directly look for the short trade of execution. Okay. So इसमें कुछ चेंज नहीं है. BTC में सेम फॉर्मेशन के साथ बने रहो. जब तक मिनिमल त्रिशूल फॉर्म नहीं होती है, 15 मिनट्स में सेटअप अलॉट नहीं होता है, तब तक नो ट्रेड ऑफ एग्जीक्यूशन. माय बैड, 15 मिनट में लेवल डाला. Now you will get a conversion because on the break of the high point, तभी high week range है, तो first allocation point 1, allocation point 2. राइट. कन्वर्जन देख लेना. कन्वर्जन के साथ फिर से त्रिशूल फॉर्म होगा. त्रिशूल फॉर्मेशन के साथ ही नेक्स्ट ट्रेड ऑफ एग्जीक्यूशन BTC में. ओके. I have two questions. Can gold correct from here? That is not a question. That is a prediction. So I don't give predictions. So what's the second one, Anurag? Follow the levels. Be in the direction right? If the market is going to correct, convert the trade from ID trade to swing trade, or else follow the ID movement of actions. Very simple. And conversion तभी होगा जब हाई पॉइंट ऑफ एक्शन के साथ मूवमेंट रीडेवलपमेंट में पॉज लेगी. Good morning, Mr. Patel. How are you? Hello, sir. Especially came to wish everyone happy Diwali and happy New Year. Thank you so much, Patel. How many serving we need to consider in marking when there is a major move in any direction when more than 200% movement has come? It depends what kind of movement of 200% that is. If it's M1 supply 200% or demand 200% or M1 demand 200%, one serving. If M2 demand, M2 supply, two servings. सर आज तो इंडियन मार्केट कर दो. फैजा आपने तो जान ले रखा है. रुक जाओ. चलो ये हम अलोकेशन में लेके चलेंगे फ्यूचर्स में. ओके. ये वाला टारगेट तुम्हारा हिट हो गया ना. So with this target allocation, what is the next point of action that will come into the play? मुहूर्त का छोड़ के next point of movement will be taken under the consideration to the previous point of actions. How will you look for it? Allocation point 1, supply, reconvert, M2 formed, 200%, right? With the restructure ability movement, the demand with the high wick range will be taken under the consideration. 100%, 100% in the drop, iceberg range में है movement, तो double it, right? Stabilized structure formation में जब भी देखते हो फैजा, only one thing you have to work on is alignments. S2B1 formation, with S2B1 formation first come first serve कौन सा आएगा? ये allotment point, 100% rejection. With the 100% rejection, new allocation will be taken in the play. ये futures के लिए है फैजा, don't work this on an index. Okay. Point 1, point 2, right? With that, market was in consolidating zone. With the consolidation zone, what is the next fabricated movement that you look for? A dip down. A dip down is always followed through a previous action point of 1 hour. A dip down will be taken under the consideration of future allotment of this entire movement in the drop of current stabilized movement, break and continue. You can follow through this, which is 150%. And with that, if you want to reallocate the same structure with the demand, you can allot it in this moment. Okay? Happy? नहीं नहीं स्मिता मैम आपके लिए नहीं है, सिर्फ फैजा के लिए था. And in scenarios when small servings are created, that sometimes marking are not done properly at that time, what to do? Wait patience fully, Anurag. Simple as that. Mohammad Aslam. Very good morning, Mohammad. Do we find accurate? How do we find accurate demand area? Where did supply makes demand and demand makes supply? Everything. Can you explain? The problem over here, Arslan, is not about me explaining. जब तक आप लोग पेशेंस डेवलप नहीं करोगे गलत ही मार्क करते रहोगे. डेवलप द पेशेंस फर्स्ट. कन्वर्जन से पहले अंडरस्टैंड द टीटीएस 2.0 एंड सप्लाई एंड डिमांड उसके साथ. Sir, does PO and volume take precedent over the minimality or is there any more special cases like this? जब आएगा बता देंगे रितेश. ठीक है. 120 pips side trade running sir. B1. Good one, Varun. Keep it up. Stream will be there for next 10 minutes. जो भी doubts है, please shoot relevant doubts, guys. Please. अरुंधति मैम, MTSL गलत जगह पे है आपका. सही जगह पे तो रखो. गलत जगह पे रख के क्या करो. गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन. एड ऑन देखो. इंटैक्ट होने दो देखो. इससे पहले नहीं. दिवाली है तो अपनी देश में होने की जरूरत भी होती है. I'll be traveling back soon. स्टेबलाइज करो एवरीवन गाइस. अगस्त्या स्टेबिलिटी लाओ ना. ऊपर से नीचे ड्रॉबैक करो. सेम टू यू वरुण. MTSL पॉइंट गलत जगह पे है. स्टडी करो उसे. Yes, good job. Good morning, Mr. Pathak. Happy Diwali to you too. I'm following your videos. I want to know what I will learn from your book. If you follow it right, this is what you will learn from the book. जितने भी लोग वो बुक के ग्रुप में हो ना, कल एक लेवल शेयर किया था, बता सकते हो क्या लेवल पे बाइंग थी हमारे? एलटीडी का नहीं पूछा भाई। जिसको कोई चुप करो यार। अरुंधति मैम आप ही संभाल सकते हो इसको। So Patak, whatever you see that I'm drawing on the screen, no, you learn the same thing. Hope that clarifies your doubts. And people who want discount on the books, मैंने offer हो गया, can connect on Telegram. So my sister wants to buy the book. Lease on the offer. चलो एक और हफ्ता रख देते हैं। Yeah, I understood that. Thanks. You're welcome, Paul. On the break, we'll look for an execution which will be taken in perspective of doubling it, else the continuity will be towards the upside. Wait for the setups, execute the trades in the formations. That's when you will be able to redevelop the exact movement allocations towards the right directions. When you get the right directions, you guys have to follow only one thing. You can't showcase fear at that point. With fear comes lot of liabilities. With lot of liabilities comes blowing the account. Make your mind so powerful that fear has no place to stay in that zone. Stream will be there for next 5 minutes. Whatever doubts you guys are having, please do shoot. No, no, Vandya. Direction still remains the same. Allocation change मत करो. Analysis क्यों बदल रहे हो? सही तो चल रहे हो अभी तक. कोई संदीप से एनालिसिस पूछो यार, शेयर नहीं किया अभी तक. जानकी आपका मैसेज का जवाब मैं ऑलरेडी दे दिया ना अभी तक. इंडिया में हूँ. ओके, उसके बाद बहुत पूछा है क्या? ओके, सॉरी. Sir, if you have any internship or referrals for me in AI or ML, please let me. I don't have, but I can check for you and I'll update you on that. Okay. Vaisha, pass this message in our allies and check any internship available. Resume forward कर दो वर्षा. So everyone remember one thing that whatever strategies, whatever concept, whatever formulations you follow, 6 months of back testing, 6 months of forward testing, 1 month of live analysis. With 1 month of live analysis, you will bring a small capital. With bringing the small capital is where you will be compounding that capital and build the trading system for yourself. To protect that capital, you have to work on your mindset. With the mindset, you have to work on your fear, emotions, control. That you can do it through meditation and reading books. Once you guys do that, then it's a small journey, step by step journey for your financial freedom, right? So, this is Nitesh signing off. Just make sure that you follow your own setup by learning whatever you're doing. With that, one good trade is a trade which is taken with your mindset, your psychology, your money, and your patience of waiting in the market. मिलते हैं अगली सेशन में, तब तक के लिए टेक केयर, बाय बाय.